He's what I feel is a kind of quiet achiever, and without relying on anything overly sort of demonstrative, he seems very, very focused and has internalized these works.
Miguel has great energy on the podium. He's very friendly, very open, and very relaxed. And I liked watching him work with the musicians in that way.
Miguel was very interesting in rehearsal and used his time well, had his ideas, got them across well, has a lovely technique and is very kind to the orchestra, but also doesn't let things go.
He's an extremely sophisticated musician. I sense that he has an idea for each moment in the music, and it's a very innate interpretation for each moment of the music.
There's a kind of line and a sort of old world quality to the way he makes music.
We, as members of the orchestra of the 18th century, we did a vote among the members of the orchestra, and we voted for Miguel to be our favorite candidate.
He clearly has a philosophy that making music isn't stuffy. In fact, why can't it be fun? But you know what's interesting about Sam is he's a very accomplished saxophonist. And I think it's in his DNA because Sam sort of swings and has fun, as we expect the saxophone to.
Sam has this massive personality and incredible energy, and he brings this fantastic energy to the podium.
He brings this gorgeous, relaxed, new world sort of vibe, I guess you could say. I mean, he's one of the only conductors here that has spoken to the Klangforum Wien and asked them to play like a big band.
Sam is an absolute rock star. He just comes up to the podium with this energy. It's so alive and visceral, and the players immediately jump to meet his energy.
He is very unconventional, as most Australians are, and a force of nature.
We at Klangforum Wien would like to thank all the candidates today and congratulate Sam Weller as our chosen favourite conductor during the working process.
We are the singers of the 4th round of the ICCR, the opera round. And our favourite conductor is Sam Weller, mate.
Rodrigo Samano has a very beautiful natural musicality which allows him to make a beautiful sound with the orchestra.
Rodrigo is a very poetic and very calm conductor, and you really sense that when he's on the podium, and you sense that also from the musicians. They become very calm and collected and very focused, which is very inspiring to see.
A very strong inner calmness, that's how it looks like, and a very good self-control, which is one of the most important qualities for a conductor.
There's a natural, organic flow to Rodrigo's music making, and this was very evident, especially in the opera round just 2 days ago, and he was very connected to the singers.
Rodrigo brings such a rhythmic quality to the music making, and considering that in the Rachmaninoff, of course, these are dances.
He brought an interesting understanding of blues and jazz and Hollywood style that I thought was absolutely perfect.
Watching Luis conduct was just a joy. It's just electric. He's so excited about the music, then the players immediately respond to him.
He's a great communicator. As soon as he's on the podium, everybody listened to him. And he knew the music very well, and he's a great conductor.
It made me very happy to see that he is a conductor who knows what he wants or what he wishes to make together with the orchestra. I think that's very important.
He manages to be really there for the music and for his idea of the music and for the fact that the musicians around him have to have fun.
Luis so deeply internalizes the music that it is so naturally reflected in his physical language at a very detailed level that the musicians respond to very specifically.
If this was another life, I think he'd be an extremely virtuosic, beautiful dancer, and also a very thoughtful and interesting choreograph.
We have had a wonderful 3 days together with the finalists of the International Conducting Competition in Rotterdam. And I have the privilege, on behalf of Sinfonia Rotterdam, to announce our favorite conductor, who is Luis Castillo-Breno. Congratulations.
We thought that the rehearsals were very interesting because it's really nice to see that we can sing the same pieces in so many different ways. So that was really, really nice, and also to hear the orchestra playing in different expressions, only with seeing the gestures of the conductors. And the choir voted for Luis.
Yukuang has a very elegant, natural, fluid, physical motion that he brings to all he does.
He has these long, beautiful arms, and the way he uses them, he brings real lyricism to his conducting.
Yukuang is such an assured conductor already. He really knows what he wants.
He has a lot of courage to dare very extreme dynamics. He goes from long periods of pianissimo to very, very loud crescendi.
When he has a musical idea, he can take it so far that it becomes almost dangerous, which is fantastic for a young conductor, because if you don't go over the lines, you will never know where they are.
Yukuang's attention to details in the score was amazing, and he worked the orchestra very hard, and he got good result.
He has a really magnetic presence on the podium. You know, when you look at his face, you can see his desire and his passion and what he wants, and how energetic he is in communicating that, and that's going to be a really useful quality for him moving forward.
Jakub Przybycien is a very charismatic conductor with an excellent ear, with a lot of energy, with a very, very clear idea.
Jakub has a very calming, reassuring presence in front of the orchestra and the chorus, and that's a really great platform for any conductor to build on.
He has a lot of confidence. He is efficient in the way he works.
Even his eyes are musical. You sense every part of his body emanating the music.
Such an incredibly detailed musician. I was so impressed with just the level to which he wanted to get into the score with the musicians and make sure that they were there with him.
He turned to the strings and he said, you know, I would like a different kind of vibrato, much shorter and more intense and not wider. He started again, and it was remarkable how the entire sound palette changed.
He really behaves like a colleague with the musicians, which is wonderful. And he has very fresh musical ideas and a quick and fun way to communicate that to the musicians.
The Rotterdam Philharmonic Orchestra is very happy to participate with the ICCR. Our favorite conductor for the opera round is Jakub.